Alright, it is time for my second episode in a series I have just started where I take footage of me playing Destiny that's intended for the podcast, for footage, background footage, and I'm actually going to break down my gameplay. It's, fair warning, it's going to be the good, it's going to be the bad, it's going to be the ugly, it's going to be the why am I using this weapon. So right now I'm playing with a couple of randoms, just playing some skirmish, nothing fancy. Rocking the last word, which is something I very, very rarely use. I missed it. I used it a lot in year one. Haven't used it in a long time. I'm almost always using my No Land Beyond, a Hawk Saw. Every once in a while I'll bust out Hawk Moon. And the Mida. Definitely use the Mida. But using some last word, have some fun here. But I'm going to be breaking it down. Tell you what I do well, tell you what I do badly. Fair warning, there's a good amount of do badly in this game. And that's fine, because I got to learn from my mistakes, and hopefully you can too. Go for the sneaky throwing knife, miss it. That's okay. So I'm letting my teammates take the aggro while I get my health back, and now I'm going to do my favorite thing to do with the shotgun, which is flank. This is what these guns were built for. You can use them as rushing machines, but to be perfectly honest, the best use as a shotgunner is use the element of surprise, let your teammates hold the attention of the enemy, and bait. Right now, if he was dumb enough to walk through the door, the trip mine would have got him. Instead, I moved up because I realized since he didn't immediately walk through it that he was going to try and shoot it down. So while he was focused on the trip mine, I went up and got the easy kill. Baiting is so huge in this game. In any shooter, really. It's such a fundamental tactic, but it's so important. Now I'm trying to do the exact same flanking route. Here's the problem. All three of them are there. I get one, realize I'm in danger, and just get stomped by the other two. So another factor in flanking is you have to time your flanks, and you have to time it with your team. The problem is I'm playing with a group of randoms. I'm watching Netflix while I'm playing, so I'm just kind of absent-mindedly playing. That's why there's some good stuff in here, but there's also a lot of mistakes that I make, sloppy decision-making, like charging the entire team with my shotgun in a flanking group that I just used and they're aware of. Pop my golden gun, and Beast Manjo, too much of a beast, kills two, so I can't get a bunch of orbs for him. Luckily secure that kill with my golden gun, so it's not a complete waste. Luckily, I hate it when I play skirmish with random people and they don't let me revive them. Alright, take 3. Time to take the flanking route again? Nope. Saw something on my radar. It's usually a good idea if you've got someone ahead of you and somebody behind you, and the person ahead of you is not aware of your presence, turn around and focus on the one behind you. Unless the situation calls for it, you don't want to split your attention and let the person behind you have free reign to pulverize you. You also don't want to try and take on a sniper down a long alleyway with a last word. Probably not going to work well for you. I actually played 2 games against these guys. Almost the same teams. I think I got new teammates, but the entire team stayed for the next game, which we ended up... Spoiler alert, we're going to lose this game very barely. It's really close. We ended up winning the next game. But I got so tired of using the last word because it's just not my forte, and I didn't want to lose to these guys again, so I busted out my No Land Beyond. I might include that for the next gameplay breakdown that I do. So I planted the grenade, realized I had the disadvantage, so I booked it, tried to disengage so that I can re-engage under more favorable circumstances. You have to pick your battles. You can't just take on every engagement that is presented to you. If you don't feel like you have the advantage, it's often wise to back off, catch your breath, find a new way to approach, and secure the advantage. If you're ever putting yourself consistently in positions where you're outgunned, outmanned, and outpositioned, you need to start reevaluating why you're entering these engagements and what you can do to not do that anymore. Yeah, I'm definitely... The last word is such a good gun, but I haven't really taken the time to remaster it. I'm so used to... The funny thing is, my playstyle would fit it perfectly on my Hunter, because I'm so Bones of AO, up in the air, dancing around, and that's what the last word's good for. Disorient and get those close-range hip-fire shots, but I keep trying to use it like a pulse rifle. Oh, saw him too late. And that, children, is why we don't peek. 27 seconds till special. This is one of the reasons why I like Universal Remote. If I'm in an aggressive mood, you don't have to worry about special ammo. I mean, well, you do for your sniper or fusion rifle, whatever else you're using, but man, it feels good to have infinite shotguns. Now, I don't have my sword equipped this time. Ooh. Luckily my teammates are nice enough to get the revive before they pop heavy. It's not, honestly, I don't get these kind of teams very often. Usually I get really bad skirmish teams when I play solo. But alas, I now have rockets with my new favorite rocket launcher that is not the truth. I've got shotgun ammo. Times are nice. With one shot, get the second. Time to go hunting for my last kill. So I see he's sitting back by their special spawn. Just had to get the jump. Use grenade and horseshoes to my advantage. Make sure that rocket's not a waste. Now I'm looking for that sniper. That's the thing. Keep track of where people tend to post up in sniping spots. They won't always go back to them, but the reason that I got picked off back before is because I wasn't keeping an eye out for where snipers are likely to be, so I was a sitting duck. And just now, that was an example of a very bad push. Again, I wasn't super focused, but this is why I'm doing this, to point out, you know, you don't just die in a vacuum unless somebody's really lagging. Right here, I got completely disoriented, and yeah, it's just my fault. I was using my Bones of AO to move too much forward and not enough to change directions. So you can use your Bones of AO to really close a distance quickly with those accelerated double jumps. I actually believe I have better control on for mine instead of increased height, so I can get that forward movement. But also, if you jump forward with your Bones of AO and then jump backwards immediately, that's one of the most disorienting things you can do to an opponent, especially when you're in the air with a shotgun or a last word. You can really get a kill that you shouldn't have gotten otherwise. So now I'm going up here. Get 2 kills with my golden gun. See the third guy. Know I'm burning. I try and hide. Wait for my health back. Let my team take the aggro. Get his focus. And then go in for the kill. And now it's time to leave. Unfortunately, that Warlock melee though. Nah, it's not the melee. That was just bad positioning, and I missed my shotgun shot. But I'd like to blame the Warlock. Silly Warlocks. You're falling behind. Now the game's almost over. We just lost the lead. Starting to get worried. Instinct, bad instinct, would tell you to charge right into the fray. I did not do that, for better or for worse. See this dude right here get the kill, but his grenade finishes me off. And at this point, I'm out the battle. It's too late. I'm at the whim of my team, and unfortunately, they do not pull out the victory. Hence the facepalm. Now, not my best game. I'm trying not to just find and showcase the games where I absolutely destroy it. I'm trying to find games with a good balance of, you know, doing things right and doing things poorly. So that's why I did that. I want to highlight both things that I do well and also things that I really should be paying more attention and not making these mistakes and learning from these mistakes. Though it does help when my team does go positive, but that's okay. They're getting better too. So this is the second episode in a long series to come where I talk about me sucking in the Crucible and figuring out ways to get better. Thank you for watching. Leave some comments if you think that I suck and would like me to know it. If you want to interact with us, find us on Twitter at superfunpeople. And yeah, let's hang out. See you on the next one.